The initial steep grind up the hill is done. I'm at the first bump of Vision Quest, Abraham Lake. Great view, a little smoky today. And now all the great fun begins, traversing the whole ridge. Should be about 13 bumps, if I recall. And off in the distance there we can see Bright Star. There's North Stelfox, South Stelfox, Coral Ridge, Sentinel Mountain, and Mount Elliott, Elliott Peak. The lookout, the little bump there. You can see the buckle. Don't think you can see Talus Peak. You see Little Abraham in the front and Abraham Mountain in behind. At Allstones Peak over there, and the ridge that you could traverse to get to this ridge. I won't be doing that. Well, let's go. Bump number 1 done. I started scrambling about 12 years ago. This was probably one of my first hikes that I went on. And this would have been, at that time, pretty spicy to me. Not sure it's spicy anymore. I did go up here in, I believe it was March of 2016, in snow conditions. And that was spicy for sure. I think it's probably class 3. You know, I probably will be putting my hands down one or two places to keep my balance. Right there. Here comes the sun, da, 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 da. Here comes the sun. Easy or hard? Bump number 2. See the waste transfer station down there? That's where I parked. For some hikers, this will be the turnaround point. Mount Michener, I can see all 3 summits now. The highest one being in the back. That's the east summit. Most people turn around on the north summit. Windy Point, at Allstones Peak, continuation of the ridge. There is snow at the far reaches, probably just cornicing, but I'm going all the way there. That's Bright Star, right behind the cairn, and then there's another peak back there that I'm going to go to called Epiphany, or I will name it Epiphany. Not sure which one it is. We'll see when I get there. Let's get the show on the road. Vision Quest Ridge. Number 3. Number 4. Or thereabouts. 5 false summits. Ah ha 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 ha. Someone on OpenStreetMaps downloaded this as the summit for Vision Quest. Onward. Oh, look, the summit's down there. Oh, gosh. 6. Whew. 7. Not even to the rock bridge yet. Number 8. Nine. Getting close to the rock bridge, I think. Bridge ahead. Many people, when I ask if they visited the rock bridge when they go on the Vision Quest Ridge, they say, huh? What rock bridge? Obviously some people see it because there is a little bit of a path here. Now, is that something? Cool. This is such a cool feature. You gotta visit this if you're on Vision Quest Ridge. It's a must. Whew. Looks like a lot of people get here. I'm going to call this number 12. But it really could be number 10, 11, who knows. I'm not sure I understand the naming for mountains. Usually if it says Mount something, it's named after a person. So Mount Stelfox is named after someone that had the last name Stelfox. There are other mountains that are called peaks. That one's called Bright Star Peak, and for all I know, someone just plunked a name on that and they never even ascended it. I'm going to get to that today. I'm hoping anyway. There's another unnamed peak, the one that has the snow stripe close to a rock band right to this, close to the summit. That's unnamed, and I'm going to call it Epiphany Peak because Bright Star, Epiphany, Vision Quest, these kind of all go together. I'm still nowhere close to the Vision Quest summit. I still have a few more bumps still. That's Allstones Peak over there, and Abraham Mountain. I believe Abraham Mountain being the second part, is based on a feature in the area. So Abraham Lake. The story behind Abraham Lake is that at one point it was, of course, the North Saskatchewan River, and there was a great big gorge there called the Tertischner Gorge. A fellow by the name of John Abraham, First Nations out of the Stoney tribe, tried to prevent the dam from being constructed. It, of course, went ahead, and now there's the mountain name based on Abraham Lake. It's possible that the lake itself was named after John Abraham. That's my guess. I don't know for sure. The hills are alive with the sound of music. At least I can see the summit now. A few more bumps to get to. You can see a little bit of a snow remnant at the top of the ridge line there. That's Vision Quest Ridge Peak, which isn't really the summit of this ridge. The ridge line continues all the way over to Allstones Peak, and Allstones Peak would be considered the summit of this ridge, the true summit. For now, I'm going to go to Vision Quest Ridge Peak and then drop down into Little Horn Pass. This is a buttress that I've bypassed twice. One time I didn't get to the summit. The other time I did actually get all the way to the summit. So I wonder if it's going to be kind to me today, at least as dry. In a march trip several years ago, I did a bypass partway around this, and then had to bail on my attempt at the summit. Went down into the White Goat Creek and then exited. And then in May of 2021, Darren, Steffler, and Natalia, Frolova, and myself came up here. But this time we were successful in getting to the Vision Quest summit. But again, we used the bypass over here. So when Darren, Natalia, and I went up, Darren did investigate this line, but we backed down because we didn't know what was beyond it. I'm inclined to try it out. That was spicy. Question is whether I can continue, or did I just get myself cliffed out? Swing my leg up. So that means my left foot has to be out here. Wow,
Doug.
that was new.
D-O-U-G, Doug, Doug.
Now we just hope I can get down the other side. The summit's way over there. This one I'm going to count as 14. And there's another 2 more false summits, or at least one, to get to the true summit. The question is, how do I get down this baby? I might have to do some route finding. That'll go within my comfort zone anyway. Some more complications farther up, but I think that's all doable. Knife edge, huh? This one will get you puckering. It's not quite as bad as the Coral Ridge to Stelfox Traverse, but it definitely has pucker factor to it. Well, looks like I'm not going up this. Traverse to the left it is. a view! This is amazing. Love it. Oh. That was a hard section. No doubt about that. Another fall summit. Whew. This one overalls. And now it becomes considerably easier, at least to the summit. Beyond the summit, I am unsure. I suppose a person could get up here by just going up Battis Creek and then coming up this drainage, but then you wouldn't get the whole experience of the Vision Quest Ridge. Let's go to the summit! There is totally a route that you could take right from Battis Creek all the way up to the summit. Oh, Vision Quest. Well, definitely more than one or two people that came up here. Send a check-in. People know that I'm still alive. And I'll have something to drink and something to eat. And then I'll continue on my merry way. Maybe I should write in the register too. Well, let's see who's been here since 2021. Oh no. Can't open it. There. Got some moisture in there. Hey! That's mine! Oh my. Well, and this is why we have plastic bags. Look at that. It appears that it was protected. Let's see if the contents are dry. Go. Put here by Marta Roska and Aldous of Alderson in September of 2020. Then Natalia Frolova, myself, and Darren Steffler were here May 29th, 2021. No other entries. Zero. Damn. There's some guys that I was talked to just yesterday that said they got all the way here. So note with this canister, we wouldn't put it this way because the lid's on the top and it will let water in. So we put the can upside down. That way, if the water does get sucked in there through, heating and cooling of the day, then it should also get pushed out on the bottom side. And the bags will protect everything regardless. So there you go. We come, and we've seen, now I got to traverse down that ridge line. Something has been this way. Could have been sheep, could have been human. This ridge is a little more complex than I was expecting. Still doable so far, but a lot slower going than I was hoping. Woo! A little broken up. Well, I can't trust this rock. So we go, oh shabo. It's a good thing I got a crack in my ass. That's what's holding me up. Yeah. That's a knife edge. This? That's a sizable carrot. There's the pinnacles. I just have to find a way to get up there. Oh, glorious water. Whew. That I got sucked into going between these fins. I don't know what's on the other side. Could be a darn cliff. Then I'll be in a pickle. Sure hope this passes through to the other side like the movie Ice Age. There'll be a glorious oasis on the other side. Paradise. I hope it's not a cliff. I hope it's not a cliff. Please don't be a cliff. Don't be a cliff. Woo! There she is. It was not a cliff. There's Epiphany. Now, how to access it? I think I got to climb that gully. First, I want to see what kind of situation I have for Bright Star. Looks like I got a big long gully access. But I gotta lose all the elevation and come back up. Ah, frick. drop down to the gully. Looks like someone has been to Epiphany. Woo!